7. It's okay. And actually it's good, because you will prepare something that later on you will have to go through. So you will know how you're going to be evaluated, so that's very good. Read the guidelines of the of course, but most important, talk to the speaker. And that's something that most of us forget. Because, could you be my evaluator? Yeah, sure. And you go to the questionnaire, and then you fill the questionnaire, and then this is your evaluation. Very good job. No. You should talk to the speaker. You should ask him or ask her, hey, are you focusing on something special outside the project or even inside the project? Are you very well aware of your body language? Do you want for me to pay a special attention on something? Even better, go to past projects of the speaker and see where he or she has been failing to improve, so you can be aware of that. An evaluator should motivate, most of all. You want the speaker to come back as soon as possible to deliver another speech. That's your goal. You want that. As a speaker, you want to build that confidence to get you back on the podium as soon as possible, as soon as you are well prepared. You have to facilitate, in the sense of there are some standards that you know or you wish to have, for the speaker to have, and what the speaker is delivering. And you want somehow to help him, help her, to go in that point. And you have to be a counselor, in the sense that you have to be constructive and resourceful, giving your opinion. It's not only about the critics, it's about how can you do better. Oh, you shouldn't do that. No, that doesn't help anybody. Why don't you do this instead? That helps a lot. Every single speech, my dear Toastmasters members, you should know, goes through these 3 stages, right? Opening, body, and a conclusion. We all know that from first number 1, the icebreaker. We do know that. The opening, was it thought-provoking? They got the audience attention as soon as it started. Did it? Did it not? Very simple. Then, what were the main points? Did the speaker use the resources at his or her disposal to go through those points? And finally, was the conclusion memorable? What am I missing in this diagram? Toastmasters, experienced Toastmasters members. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Yes, the transitions. When the transitions is smooth, or the speaker went from, well, first I want to talk about this, second about this, third about this, and that's it. Thank you very much. No, it was a smooth transition or not. Could be done better. And suppose that you will sign up as an evaluator and everything failed. It went horrible. A total failure. We do have backups, don't we? We have a Toastmaster and we have a general evaluator who can come up and share their opinion. Even more, what we do in the Schoolmasters in the job is we open the floor for anybody to give comments about the speech. And why is that? Because feedback, what we call evaluation, is a totally subjective opinion and it's personal. The best speaker for you might be not that good for me. The best speaker for you may be very different from mine. We may agree in some ground points, that's right, but being a great speaker depends. It depends on the audience. So having a backup as everybody in the club, it is great. You could have that in your club as well. At the end, what is an evaluation? I will tell you something, what is not. It is not criticism. And the problem is, it comes so easy. Right? You see then, he forgot something. Oh my goodness, he was twitching his fingers. Oh, he didn't have eye contact. He was always like this. It's so easy to look for the weak spot, the blind spot. It's so easy, but it is not the objective of giving a helpful evaluation, a helpful feedback. You have to get a balance between harsh and overly kind. one of the worst evaluations that I have ever received as a speaker was like this. My evaluator stood up and said, "It was fantastic, Harvey. Nothing to improve." And you will think, "Oh, great, that was a great speech. The speaker should feel so proud." No, I didn't feel like that. I feel horrible. Because I knew that in my very core that for a great speech, no matter how it is, there's always room for improvement. And I want to know that. I want to get that. But it doesn't help either if you're really harsh, especially in the first 3 projects. Because as a speaker, you're very nervous. You don't have the confidence, and you want to build up that confidence, and the evaluator, the feedbacker, should be responsible to do so. And please, it's not about ribbons. And oh my goodness, if all of us have gone through that phase, I want to get that good ribbon. I'm going to vote for myself. It is not. And you know what? Who will tell you that it's not about the ribbons? They want to get the ribbons the most. Yeah. That's what they will tell you. Well, I won't tell you about this one. Because I got a lot of these ones. It's not about the ribbons. It is not. If you focus on the ribbons, you're doing something wrong. And after becoming winners, after having ribbons, and after having prizes and first places, what comes? The grilling. And what is the grilling? The grilling is a key idea that came from DTC. And it was to actually grill the speakers preparing for the nationals. And forgetting about the sandwich, forgetting about getting the good things between bad things, no. Just things to improve. Making people cry. And believe it or not, we have done that. We have, and they know. We got speakers to cry, not saying, "Oh my God, your speech was just terrible." No, but, you know, there are a lot of things that you can do to improve. There are a lot of things that you can do to impress the judges. And that's what we do in the grilling. And it's a very, very good thing to do. And it's a very good thing to suffer, if it feels that. There are 5 steps to change. Decide that you want to change, and believe it or not, you have all done that sitting right there, right now. You acknowledge the lack of something, and that something must be addressed. So part of those 5 steps, you have done the first one. You have to recognize how, what, where, when, and you have to think about that. You have to act. What's the action? Sign up. Just sign up. Get the challenge, step up to the challenge of doing so. I have no idea about the class manuals. I'll do it anyway. And make it a habit. Practice, get feedback. Practice, get feedback. Practice, get feedback. The same thing goes with evaluations. When you give your feedback to the speaker, you may ask to a fellow Toastmasters, you may ask the general evaluator, how did I do it? Was it good? If you have the chance of being a club in which they open the floor to comments, you may see or you may hear other comments. You can see how your feedback, how your evaluation was compared with that. And never stop. That's a motto in Toastmasters. We never stop improving. There is no perfection. There is no such a thing. It's just the willing to try to get there. To be better speakers, to be better communicators, better motivators, to be better facilitators, or just to be better feedback. Evaluation is the heart of the Toastmasters program, and as such, it should be endorsed.